Hey citizens, it's Manny. I'm a new player to Star Citizens, and when I first launched the game, I had a heck of time just finding my ship and then taking off in it. I did watch a few tutorials that helped a bit, but I found they all missed a few minor details. I think some of these more experienced players that make these tutorials take for granted how to do very basic things that they themselves do automatically. So in this video, I'll walk you through every step from leaving your bunk, finding your ship, launching it, flying out into space, and landing at a space station. I know, doesn't sound like much, but without proper in-game tutorials, which there aren't any, it's quite a daunting task. Now, I did purchase the Aurora MR starter pack because it was one of the cheaper ones, and I didn't want to spend a ton of money on the game just in case I really didn't enjoy it. Besides, you can purchase ships with in-game money, so I'll be able to upgrade once I figure out how to actually make money. With all that said, I'll obviously be using the Aurora as my ship. I chose to start at Lorville, and the current game version is 3.12. Alright, so let's start the game. So we're going to do persistent universe, and then we're in the Stanton system, and then best visit location. Now, I'm not going to go through character customization to figure out yourself. I didn't really do much with it. I just took whatever the basic was, and that's that. Before we start, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and ding that notification bell so you know when there's new videos. And if you're looking for someone to game with, you can find me and other players in the Militia Discord server. The link is in the description below. All right, so when the game first starts up, you're going to be lying in a bed, and you're going to be looking around, using your mouse key to look around. So let's go over a couple things. First of all, I haven't remapped anything, so all my keys are the basic keys, default keys. All right, so F is the key you want to use a lot. So F is going to be your interact key. So hold F down now and look to the left, and you can see get up, or you look to the right and it says get up. Now there is a default key Y. Press the Y key, and you'll automatically get out of your bunk. And we're up. Now we can move around with the mouse keys and use the ASD, WASD keys to actually move forward, backwards, left, and right. I should say strafing. Now we're gonna want to leave this the residential hall, right? So when we hold F key down and you hover over something, if it glows yellow like this, it lights up, it highlights. That means you can interact with it. So for example, the coffee machine, right? You can interact with it, right? You can see anything in the room you can interact with will glow like that. I'm just too far away to interact with it. So now let's go to the door. Now we hit the F key down. We have the regular basic crosshairs. Once we move closer, we'll see it changes to a circle, right? And it says, you see the word open. Now we can actually click that left mouse button. You can open. Let's step out of our room. Now, this is a residential hall. So basically sleeping quarters. You can actually spawn in any one of these ones and the ones on the next floor down. So we want to run to the elevator, which is the end of the hall that way. This way is looking outside a window. So we're just going to make our way this way. Now you could spawn downstairs. You have to come up these stairs to go over here to the elevator. When you come to the elevator, you're going to hold F down. You're going to call elevator. You can see how it turns yellow once you mouse over it. Now it doesn't turn, this one, no matter how close you get, you don't get that circle. It's a little inconsistent. So, but if we just click it, it'll actually call the elevator. You can see its elevator's coming up here. So we're on floor 3 and now we're going in. Same thing over here on the right hand side. We're on floor 3. It doesn't really matter. Be it floor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you use the mouse wheel to scroll down. There's 6 floors in this hall. Each one of these is a residence floor. You can spawn at any one, but it's irrelevant. You're just going to go to the ground floor. Just like a real elevator, it takes time. It's got to go down or up, and these are kind of magical elevators. You'll notice like they'll travel left and right at times too. So off to the right is kind of like the clerk, but we don't ever go there. We don't worry about that. We're going to go left and head this way. I think I said right, left, but I meant right over there. Left out here. Now, if you're walking really slow like this and you're holding W down, you're walking this slow, use your mouse wheel and just walk faster, and you can use shift. Oh, before we go any further, hit F12 to remove global chat. You can see right there. It says hello. Hello. We don't care. We're not going to listen to global chat right now. So we're going to go to the metro station, which is in this building right here on our left. We're just going to keep running over here to the left, up these stairs, and to the left. Lots of lefts. All right, straight down these stairs, and we'll actually see where it says Spaceport Line Metro Center to the right. So we're going to go this way. Follow this yellow line, basically. Through down here, and then Spaceport is to the left. So that's the way we're going to go. And then take a right, and we'll go through a security checkpoint. It says to TISA Spaceport, so that's where we're going. Through a couple of security ports, and then in here is the metro line, and you can see it says train arriving in 4 seconds right up there. Here it is. It looks like they fixed this. People complain about it not being accurate, but I found it to be pretty accurate as far as time is coming. Now it's going to say it's going to depart in 10 seconds now, so we'll just hang out here. And just like the elevator, it takes time. It's like when these doors close, they don't automatically open, and then we're inside the next area. We have to actually travel from point A to point B, and you'll get to see Lorville from the outside. It's not a very pretty city. It's very industrial. So, and it also depends on what time of the night it is or day. And as you can see, it's nighttime right now, so you can't see much of the city now, but you can see the skyline a little bit. We're down a little lower, so there you can see some stuff once in a while. It's this Tisa spaceport over there. That's where we're heading towards. I've looked out the back window here. You can just kind of see the top of some buildings, but there are better looking cities than this. Lorville's not the prettiest. I am going to try to mention every key I hit and exactly what I'm doing so that you guys can do the same thing, because I did find it a little confusing on how to do certain things. I watched videos and like they didn't explain things. They just kind of did it, and I was like, well, how did you do that? Or if anything went wrong, they didn't explain it. They just kind of just assumed everything worked right for you. All right, so we're going to step off the train. You notice right ahead it says exit to the right, Tisa spaceport. That's the way we're going. So we're going to go through here, a couple security checkpoints. We got to take a left here. Now, to the right is a central business district. I haven't been over there yet. I imagine it's probably some shops and things, but we're going left through customs. You can see customs area. Just like any real airport in the real world right now, you have to go through customs when you go into the airport, especially if you're leaving a world, which we will be. To the right over here, left a little bit, and up these stairs. All right, so off to the left here, we're going to use one of these terminals. Any one of these is fine. These are the vehicle retrieval consoles. So once again, hit F. If you're too far away, you get the little crosshairs. You're going to move closer until we have the circle, and it says use. So now it's going to list the ships you have and the actions you can perform once they're available. So you can track what, I don't know what tracking is really, but you can retrieve it. Now I only had one. The game crashed on me one time when I was flying, and when I logged back in, I had two. I'm not going to complain about it. I have two now. So it may say claim or retrieve. It says claim. You got to click it, and it takes time for it to claim it because you might have crashed somewhere else, and now you spawn back here, and your ship doesn't know where it is, so you got to claim it. However, you should have to just press retrieve. It's going to take a second, and it's going to tell us which hangar our ship is stocked in. Remember, I have the Aurora, so that's the one I'm going for. All right, hangar 9. And you'll also notice, you can see right down the bottom of the screen there, it says RSI Aurora MR, hangar 9. It's 516 meters away, right? But we have to take an elevator to get there. So if you happen to walk away and you forget, like, oh, which hangar is mine? And you can see the little blue triangle on my left-hand side. It shows you just keep going over this way, and you'll, oh, hangar 9. All right, so we're going to walk away this way to the right, and we're going to go straight through here. So this is New Deal. I guess that's where you buy new ships. It's actually kind of cool if you want to go in there and look at the ships and how much they cost. They're expensive, but we're not going there right now. We're going to walk this way, and to the left is the elevators to the hangars. So just pick one of these. Once again, walk up, call elevator, mouse over, F key, boom. Well, that one got lucky. That one was there. All right. So we said hangar 9. So we're going to go over the console over here. Hangar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we want 9. Right? And this is where you'll notice like we're traveling like different directions. We're not just going straight up and down. You can see we're going left and right to get over to, like, you see how it's going across and stuff like that. All right, so we're going to step out, and we're in a hangar. And this is the Aurora. This is, if you bought an Aurora, this is one you have. If you have another ship, good luck. But with the Aurora, there's 2 hatches, one on each side, and they're both these big circle doors, right? So you're going to walk up, once again, hold the F key down, walk up, and it's going to say enter ship, open door, open ladder. I haven't found a need for opening door or opening ladder yet. I imagine maybe that's if you're going to store something from outside and you put it inside. I don't know, but for now, we're just going to enter ship. So click on enter ship. This is an automatic cutscene. You can't do anything. It's going to automatically do this for you. And now we're inside our ship. So this is a small little area right here. You can use this for a little cargo if you're doing some stuff. Back here, if you hold F key down, this is lie down. This is like a little bunk. I'm not sure yet what you do with it. Like, do you lie down while you're sleeping? Like, I don't know, space traveling? I wouldn't do that because you can crash into things. But so this is, like I said, this is the right exit right side, open door, open ladder, same thing, exit over here. But we're going to go to seat. We're going to enter the pilot seat. So you hit F key and click on the seat. Walk around the side. All right, so once again, we hold the F key down, right? Now you can see in the bottom left, it says flight ready, and you scroll over this way, you see flight ready and power on. Power on just turns on the power, right? But it doesn't, you can't fly like that. Flight ready actually turns on your engines and things. So we're gonna hit flight ready, give it a second. Ooh, timing life. All right. So now we have to request permission to take off. If you don't want to take off, you get tickets and stuff and fined, and it's expensive. So hold F key down. There's two ways to do this. All right. The first way is if you hit F1, you go down here and you click Comlink. Now you go over here, you have channels, you go to friends and Lorville landing service. You can click here and this gives you, this just clicks permission. However, we're going to do it the better way. We're going to use the UI on the ship. So we're going to hit F1 again to get rid of this, to close this out. So hold F down. We're going to scroll over here and it says Lorville landing services. We're going to click the little Wi-Fi icon and it's going to contact them. There we go. So now we're going to take this step by step. All right. So first thing we're going to do is hold the space bar just for a few seconds, get off the ground. Right. This lifts us straight up. All right. That's it. Don't do any more. Now hit the N key and you see landing gear will come up. You see the gear just blinked and now it's not lit anymore. So our landing gear is off. Now to leave this station, this hangar, we're going to fly straight up. All right. But we don't want to just do that because you never know what you're going to crash into. So you hit the F4 key and this goes into third person view. Then we're not touching the mouse. Right. I'll actually show you. If you touch the mouse, it actually moves the ship around and it actually can cause problems, right? So we don't want to do that. So if you happen to move it around and you're a little confused, it keeps moving, you're not sure how to center it, hit the F key again and just kind of line it up so that the ship stops moving. Now go back to F4, hold the Z key down, hold it down, don't let go of it. Now you can move the mouse and this actually moves the camera, not the ship, right? You can see my ship is a little cockeyed right now, but it should be okay. Now you can see it's open above us. So what we're going to do is hold the space bar down and we're going to just go slowly up so that we don't crash into anything. Because if you crash, you will blow your ship up. All right. We're outside the spaceport, the hangar. Now hit F4 again. All right. Hit space bar again, get a little higher. I'm just going to go over basic controls just real quick. So like I said, space bar goes up. Control key goes down. This is straight up and straight down. We don't want to do too much, right? We don't want to crash. Warning, see, we're getting warning collision detection, right? All right. So let's just kind of go up a little bit. Now what you want to do is D key strafes to the right. It just goes right. It doesn't turn. It just kind of goes to the right a little bit. And A key strafes to the left. Strafes to the left. S key is your rear thrusting backwards. W is thrusting forwards, right? Let's get a little altitude. We're going to hold the space bar down and just go up a little bit. Just kind of go a little more. Now, the last two keys I want to go over real quick. And there's more to space flight than this, but there's the Q and E key. These are your roll keys. So if we hold E down, we kind of just roll this way. If we hold Q down, we roll this way. And sometimes this helps you just to kind of straighten your ship out. All right. Now what we want to do is we're just going to take our mouse and point straight up. We're going to hold the W key down and just thrust out of the atmosphere. So right now we're at 1,300 meters. You can see it on the right hand side there ticking up. We have to get to 9,000 meters to get out of the atmosphere in order to use our quantum drives. And that's how we're going to do, like, it's like Star Trek with warp drives and stuff like that. It's a quantum drives. We're going to use a quantum drives to get places quickly. Now we can stop hitting W, and there's another key that's very cool to use, and that's cruise control. Hit the C key. So now we're not controlling the thrust. It's automatically thrusting as much as it can. And you can control the thrust and give it more thrust by, you can see this little arrow, this little line going up. So that's like a governor. So basically you can push this all the way up to the top and it goes as fast as it can. But when you're in atmosphere, it's not going to go that fast because there's resistance. Now, if we govern it down, this is what you're going to do when you go to land, is you're going to actually force it so it can't go any further. You're not going to use cruise control to land. You'll actually do it manually, but this actually prevents it from going any faster than you don't want it to, so that you don't crash. Because it is a spaceship, it does take a while for it to slow down. All right, so we're almost out of the atmosphere, and we're going to go, like I said, we're going to go slowly for this, step by step. All right, we're almost at 9,000. And once we do that, we'll stop. All right, we're going to turn cruise control off, hit C again, cruise control's off, and we're going to slow down. There's also a brake. If you hit X, it does like a reverse thrust to brake. All right, now we're stopped, we're standing still. Now, we want to actually go to Everest Harbor, which is the closest space station to Lorville. We're going to hit the F2 key. This brings up the star map. Boom. You can't see anything, right? So what you want to do is use the mouse wheel and scroll backwards. And you can kind of see some stuff flicker into space. There it is. All right. So now this is tricky. And if someone knows better ways of doing this stuff, for me, it's like clicking things and a couple times and trying to get it to work. So we want to go to Everest Harbor. And we want to just click on this. This is kind of where we are right now, but we want to go to Everest Harbor. So kind of find the space station and just click on it. It does that once in a while. It did give me the green line. So you can see the green line right here. I want to go there, lock the green line there, and then set route. And we want to see it over here. So now that we're actually locked in, that's where we want to go. So hit F2 again to get rid of this. Now we have a little triangle down here at the bottom, and we're going to kind of use our mouse to kind of go towards that. You see the little square? That's the place we want to go. So we're going to use our quantum drives now. To use a quantum drive, you're going to press the B key. You can see it's actually calibrating on the left-hand side and spooling it up on the top. Both have to be at 100 before you can actually go. If I press the B key again, it shuts off the quantum drive. It just shuts it down. So in order to use it, hit the B key again. It's both got to be 100, the left and the right. And once they are, we're going to press B, but hold it down this time. It's going to be a short jump. It's not very far. You can see it's 230 kilometers away. Hold the B key down. There we go. They're there. It's obviously more useful for when, even that would take a while for us to actually thrust there. All right, so this is Everest Harbor. We're going to have to get much closer in order to land, to request landing. So we're going to kind of move out. So we're not actually flying. We're going to hit C and put on cruise control. And this isn't like I have a Honda, a 2018 Honda CR-V with adaptive cruise control that won't crash. This is not that. This is not as advanced as my 2018 Honda. This thing will go fly right in the space station. So I always try to aim above the space station in case something gets messed up. And I am going pretty fast, probably going too fast right now. Let's slow it down to about half. And we're in the, you can see we're in a combat prohibited zone. And all right, so let's turn off cruise control now. We're within space station docking range, so we can actually talk to them. Let's just we're going to slow down. You can help a little by hitting X. If you don't want to do too much, you can actually overheat your engines by doing that. So, all right, so now we're stopped. Now we're going to use comms again. You can remember, once again, you can F1. Going over here to comlink, you can go channels or friends and request permission. So we'll hit F1 to get out of this. But we're going to hit F, come over here. And these are actually friends if you have friends. He's not on right now. But here's Everest Harbor. We want to use the Wi-Fi signal.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
All right, so now they assign us a landing bay. And you can see a little triangle on my screen right there. And we're going to scroll down till we look at it. There it is. It's nice. Actually, it's not too far away. Now, we're not going to use cruise control anymore. We're going to use the W key and actually just thrust our way down there. We don't go too fast because we'll crash. I've done that plenty of times. I've smashed right into the space station several times. We can go a little farther. If we, like I said, aim for wide. If you just want to get there fast, aim wide. That way, if you screw up and you thrust too far, you don't crash into it. We actually got a pretty good one right here. It's close. All right. Now we're going to thrust this, turn the thrust. We're going to turn the governor down a little bit. I'm using my D key to kind of come over this way. We're just going to kind of come straight down a little bit. And all right. Almost there. All right, right there. Now, bring your ship up. All right, and try to like level off as much as you can. It's not going to be perfect here. Now, hit your N key to lower your landing gear again.
Landing gear deployed.
Great. Hit F4. Now external, right? So we're going to hold the Z key. Remember, we want to look down instead. Like previously, we were launching up out of a hangar, so we had to go up. So we're looking underneath and out. This time, we're going to use Z key and look down because we're actually going to land straight down. It actually looked like I'm pretty good. I'm lined up pretty well. All right. Let go of the mouse. let go of Z key, and then use control key to land, to lower yourself. Don't go too fast. You will crash. I've done that as well. I've just held, I thought if I held it, it would stop. Nope, you'll crash. So just kind of go down nice and slow. Hit F4.
Landing complete.
Beautiful. All right, hit F key.
Landing complete.
Come over to the left. Power off. Right? Hold F key and go to the right here, and you can exit the pilot seat. All right. Now, when we step out of our spaceship, we're going to be in the atmosphere. I'm sorry, in space. So there is no atmosphere. One thing I want you to check and make sure, this shouldn't have happened to you, but it's done to me. Hit F1 again. You're going to come down here to the equipment manager. This is your character equipment manager. This is your vehicle loadout, but you want to look at your character. Make sure you're wearing a helmet. I've come out of this my ship one time without a helmet on because I ate something and I died. So you want to go to armor, helmet, just apply your helmet. Actually, I applied this one. So just apply your helmet. Make sure you have one applied. This is the one that you get by default. I purchased one. So make sure you have one equipped before you exit your spaceship. Hit F1 again. We're going to hit F. And we're going to exit the right door. Once again, the animation is going to happen. There's nothing you can do about this. And we're out here. Now, we're in Everest Harbor. We're just going to run over here to the door. See our ship we're leaving. You can tell we're on pad 2. You actually hear us breathing in our helmet. And you're going to come through here. You're going to go through, call the elevator, just like we've done before. Come down here. And we're going to go to lobby. And that's really it, guys. So now we've found our spaceship. We've launched it into space. We've landed on a space station. That's the first one right here, guys. I think that's all we're going to cover in this video. So I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button below and leave a comment if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer. Remember, I'm fairly new to this, but I'm doing my best to learn this, and I want to make more videos for newbies like me, people that are just learning this game and trying to figure things out. As I figure them out, I'll make videos to help you guys out. So if you'd like to see more content like this, then please smash that subscribe button. And you can also hit me up when I'm live over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Maniocrity, where I stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, citizens, happy hunting.